Hello manga and anime lovers, I'm Branch, and today I'm going to be talking about Dandadan, Episode 1. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. Really, I don't even know what to say. Actually, you know what? I know exactly what to say. This reminds me a lot of JoJo's. Me and my brother, when we were watching this, were making fun of the rating because we were coming from Losing Heroines, which the rating was 14 plus, and we're like, that should be a lot higher. And then Dandadan is 16 plus, the same as JoJo's. And so we were like, we know what to expect, joking around. But no, it turned out to be like JoJo's. It's just not, obviously not the animation or the characters or the story, but the feeling you get of absolutely what the heck did I just watch? I guess the superficial things, intro, really unique and really good. I really like it. Animation, out of this world. You got like all the best animators, it looks like, working on this. I don't know that for sure, but it certainly appears that way when you look at what's showing on screen. Especially color design and direction, I really have to highlight the camera movement, especially in the haunted places or when transitions happened. It would have the smoothest transitions that you ever saw, and I was just like, wow. The music also was really nice, although sometimes I felt like it kind of undersold the moments, like in the abandoned, building that I can't remember their names yet, but the main character she was in, when the three aliens appeared. Because after Glasses guy encountered the ghost in the tunnel, you had this really not even intense, but really upbeat music happening. And I'm like, okay, calm down. It fits for the chase in the tunnel, but not really when it cuts to the abandoned building and all these horror things are happening. You're like, well, I can't really be scared when this beat is going around in the background. But I really did like the style. The fights were kind of interesting. I really like the premise also, where you have these aliens and ghosts existing in the same place. You don't often have that. And they're fighting each other. It's even though they don't know each other exist. It was really bizarre and out there and outlandish. But I really did kind of dig it. I wasn't too big of a fan of the really explicit the assault scene in the UFO. That's basically what it was. That was a little bit too much for my liking. I feel like they could have toned it down a little bit. It wasn't super necessary to see all that. But a lot of it was played for comedy. I don't really agree with that, to be honest. That's towing a little bit of a fine line for me. But if that's just to set up everything, then I can ignore it for now. If that doesn't really come back, although literally the purpose of the aliens is that they have to somehow bond with human females to create more of themselves, even though they're half mechanical and just half aliens or something like that. It doesn't really make sense too much. It is the first episode, so not a lot makes sense, and I assume it will be explained later on. And then the Ghost Granny, Turbo Granny as she's called, apparently she's based on a real legend too, which is just makes sense for Japan, I guess. But really my favorite part of the episode and the heart of everything is these two main characters. They bounce off each other so well. Their relationship is so fun to watch. And really, if these two weren't the main characters, the rest of the stuff wouldn't even matter. It would just be superficial stuff, and I wouldn't care. But these two main characters, really, they have a lot of chemistry going on, and I appreciate it. I also like the banter back and forth, as well as the sincere moments, and the funny over-the-top moment when the main character falls in love with Glasses guy at the end. I think Ken is his name, and the UFO explodes behind her, and it's just so funny. I'm not sure about this guy's name, though, because she was talking about, I assume it'll be explained. At first, I thought she was comparing guys to a celebrity, right? That I wasn't aware of. That's the most logical conclusion. But then this guy has the same name as the celebrity, or maybe his name's just Ken and the last name is completely different, and I'm just hearing things. It does take me a little while to get used to Japanese names and remember them. So that might be the case, in which case there really is no confusion. He just happens to have the same name as the person that she's comparing him to, her idol, I guess you could say. Also, the ending, I don't even know what to think about it. It was good. I liked it. It was like the rest of the show. It was just off the wall, wacky, and I don't even understand, but I am looking forward to understanding it, if I can, later down the line. It also was interesting to have these two main characters' backstories in the first episode. I really did appreciate that, especially coming from watching How to Become Ordinary earlier in the year, where they saved that to the end, and it kind of hindered the entire experience. Here we get that all up front, and we get to understand them really well. Really, we understand everything about these characters after this point. And that means that we'll be able to follow along with them a lot better going forward. I don't know what the goal of the series is right now. I mean, I guess it's to get Ken unpossessed. But after that, who knows? Maybe it'll be like an action battle series where they fight aliens, or they fight ghosts and monsters, or they fight both. They probably fight both. There looks like there's going to be a lot of other characters. So it'll be like some form of like, heck if I know, action battle, team fighting type thing. I don't know. And really, I don't want to speculate too much because this show seems like something that'll defy all expectations. I also have to say that the writing is really tight. For one specific example, when the girl was tied up and the alien was doing the suggestion stuff with psycho waves on her head, and she awakened her inner power and she destroyed them, I was like, okay, yeah, that's about par for the course. But then it turns out that the alien was the one who accidentally unlocked her psychic abilities because she's descendant from, oh my gosh, what they're called. The word is eluding me right now, but exorcist basically. And so she just needed someone to force it out of her because she has been holding it back this entire time by not doing the little ritual that her grandma taught her. So when the alien does his thing, it basically unlocks her spiritual energy and she's ready to go. Really, I really did appreciate that little bit of tight writing. And basically that's this entire episode so far. The pacing was really quick. I hope they slow it down a little bit going forward, but I can dig it as it is so far. As long as they don't have too many scenes like the assault scene in the UFO. That again, that's a bit much. Let's calm that down. All right, well, I think that's really everything I wanted to say about this first episode. Really, this might be anime of this season. Not anime of the year, that still goes to Losing Heroine so far. But this is looking very promising, and I'm seeing why everyone was excited for it. All right, that's all from me from now. See you next time, hopefully. Bye.